Recently, I got to thinking about a cruise that I had the good fortune to go on a long time ago. And in my mental scrapbook, I saw the crisp blue water of the Caribbean. I saw the silky sands of Haiti, although they wouldn't let us off the boat. I saw falling down while climbing up a waterfall in Jamaica. I saw the Mayan ruins. Amazing. And the image that is the most vivid on that cruise was its gargantuan scenic buffet. I mean, imagine if you will, as far as the eye can see, pasta dishes, butter sauces, crab, lobster, ribs, beef bouillon. And as much as I wanted to be drawn to the really amazing heart smart signs of the veggie dishes, you know, the beef salad, the Caesars, the quinoa, the sushi. Now, it was more out of an eerie episode of Twilight Zone. I found myself moving closer and closer to this gigantic brown tower of chocolatey goodness, cascading down into this moat of heavenly indulgence where you could take a beautiful ripe strawberry so you could feel good about eating the fruit, and you could dip it down into the moat, and oh, it was wonderful. Oh, and it gets better. Next to the amazing tower of brown chocolate was ice cream. All the ice cream you could ever eat, and any topping to go with it. And, oh, the 4 words that Americans seem to love: all you can eat. And on a cruise, this is 24/7. It was in the middle of the night during one of those, well, amazing ice cream sundaes that I believe I had an epiphany. Have you ever thought about life as a buffet? No, huh? So many choices, so little time. I mean, when I was a kid, how many choices were there? I mean, you know, really. The biggest choice that I had to make was what exciting ride to use my e-ticket on. Or, well, whether or not to watch Lassie or Perry Mason when I got home from school. Or why, I asked this question of myself, why do your fingers stay so wrinkly after the bathtub? Or why is it Then I put all of those olives all over my fingers, you know, when your parents put that nice dish out and stick it. Yeah. I don't know exactly, but so many choices. Yeah. Now, I was the youngest. I had older siblings, so they bossed me around a lot. And there was this one time, I probably went rogue, broke a rule. My sisters hung me up off of my bunk bed by my overalls. And they just left me there. Hey! 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 Come back! It's not my fault! Oh, why do I always have to be the baby? Mom! It was truly a Houdini moment trying to get out of my overalls and get off of that bunk bed. Yep, when I was a kid, breakfast at Champions was Wheaties with a lot of sugar, maybe a little bit of Trix, Fruit Loops, Alphabets if you got lucky. But we lived out on a ranch. Most of the choices, well, they were dictated by nature. I mean, the hay was out in the field to be hauled in. The spuds were in the garden to be dug up. The cattle was, grass-fed way before it became a fancy gourmet trend. And, well, we got our milk and our butter from this nice lady up the road. I mean, how was I to know that all those years later of mucking stalls and doing chores, it was going to become the fancy farm to the table concept? So many choices. I mean, it can be daunting, don't you think? Have you been down the chip aisle lately? Yeah. What aren't they making chips out of now? I guess that's why I became an actor. I wanted to make my own choices. And now, I make choices for a living, or I teach other people how to. And I've worn a lot of hats. Like this character from Jane Martin's monologue, French Fries. Oh, well, thank you, dear. She's very sweet. If I had one wish, it'd be to live in McDonald's. Right there in the restaurant. Instead of this old place, I'd come up over the brow of the hill, my head bowed down, hurting from my troubles, and I'd see that golden horseshoe, well, kind of like a part of the rainbow, and it'd give my spirit a lift. Well, I could stay there all day. I have done too. Walked the 5 miles with the sun just on its way. Sat there on the curb till 5 minutes to 7. First one there and the last one to leave. Just like some old French fry they forgot. I like the young people that they have working there too. Like a team of young horses when I was growing up. But what I really like is the plastic. Now, God gave us plastic so there wouldn't be any stains in the world. Well, you see, in the human world of the earth, things get all scratched and stained. All of it does. Well, God gave us plastic so we know what the everlasting really is. It's God's hint. Yeah, McDonald's. You ever see anybody die in a McDonald's? No, sir. No way, no way. People die in Burger King all the time. Shoot, Kentucky Fried Chicken's got its own ambulances. But nobody dies in McDonald's, no siree, no way. It's the spices. seals you in safe like it seals in the flavor. Yeah. I asked Gerald, he's the boss, he's in charge, if I could live there. Lay my head down on those cool, smooth tables, sing me a hymn, and sleep like a baby. Well, he said he'd write a letter up the chain of command and see what he could do. Oh, I got my bed in, peaceful and calm. I like that little lady. She at least makes choices. In the big old buffet of life, her dreams are huge. And for some people, I mean, making even the smallest choice can be really challenging. I mean, take the holidays. For some people, the holidays can be really a challenge. And I understand. I mean, when Christmas would come around, we'd always worry, okay, who's going to get drunk this year and ruin Christmas? All the yelling and all the storming around, and watch out if you get in the way. Well, I like to remember those times differently. I see white. As far as the eye can see, snowflakes everywhere. Riding horses out deep into the woods on icy trails that would crackle under pounding hooves. Dragging the Christmas tree back and then building igloos and sledding for hours until your hands and your face is just numb. And then running back in and having hot chocolate and listening to my brother play the acoustic blues on his guitar for hours and hours. And all of us smiling. That's the picture that I hold in my heart. See, for me, I run off to church because it was safe. And I found a form of spirituality that I could live with there. I think that's also where I found my sense of humor. Oh, and church has super duper buffets. Hunger. It's not all about food. We crave, we search, we yearn, we question, we dream. Or as Ernest Hemingway said in A Movable Feast, as I ate the oysters with their strong taste of the sea and that faint metallic taste that I washed down with the crisp white wine, leaving only the sea taste and their succulent texture, as I drank the liquid and I sipped the white wine, I lost that empty feeling and began to feel happy and could make plans. Cheers.